able to get in Missy to share in a little bit as well.
All right, yeah. What's up, guys? What up, Dragon? Thank you guys for coming to Thanksgiving 2025. Providence has made it aware to me that it's been 20 years. So we've been doing this for 20 plus years. It started from just a practice, and now we're here. But forget all that now, right? We're talking about the future. What are we trying to do? What are we here? Why are we sitting here bored listening to random people talk, right? About themselves. The idea of this, guys, is so everyone can see that we are all connected and we all have resources, experience, each other to like run. This is the first Thanksgiving, thank you bro, a lot. This is the first Thanksgiving that I felt guilty because I didn't really do much for all the years that I did do a lot, right? So thank you guys. It's almost time where it's like, this is it, you know? But a few more years, and that's what we're trying to do now here. Like, yeah, break in, we'll smoke you, all that yada yada, right? But then what? So what we're trying to do is bring it to what we're gonna take with our skills, whether it's organizing this in everyone's neighborhoods or just teaching in everyone's school, right? And it starts, someone asked a question, what did this dance crew started a studio? And it's like, yeah, and it was almost like a new idea for them. Some of us are older, so the common sense stuff for us is like, oh yeah, we do this every day. Sometimes our life, if we explain it to the younger generation, why we do these things, or from the littlest things, from the kicks to this business thing that we're talking about, you know, I think the idea of all of this, listening to each other, is to be inspired and to maybe just raise awareness. Everyone has their own individual like idea of what they want for success, but if you guys try to like talk to someone, you might realize that you have the same goals, and like teaming up on those goals is gonna bring you a lot farther than going by yourself, you know. And even if you don't team up, you might get some feedback, you know, don't do this, I did this in my experience, and information is always good, you know, and it's up to you guys what you do with it. Today, some of you guys took a rocking class. Some of you probably felt like you didn't learn anything, and some of you probably felt like, oh, this is a new life right here, right? And it's all because of what was said earlier about structure, you know? I could teach you this move, but if I don't give it a name and then tell you like this blends into that, and this is because of my ancestors that did this, then you're just a clown doing this, right? But if you know why you do the things, you're just gonna be doper, because knowing why you do what you do already makes it fresh, you know, and then having a good time is what makes that good. But all that, just bringing it back to here, because I know time is a thing, and I don't know how everyone feels about listening to everyone's bio. Come talk to me, right? Come talk to me, ask me a question. I hope I'm the most approachable person. And yeah, and also while I'm up here, speaking of business, right, we are getting our Orphanage Movement website. So I need all of your guys' info, because this is your website too, guys. All right? You sent me some of us have, yeah, some of us are paying attention when I speak. So thank you guys, right? So I appreciate all that. But those one or two people, when they make it happen, it makes it happen for everyone. So thank you. Send me your info, your pictures, because we are Orphanage Movement, and I want to keep rocking this. So I can't rock it no more. And I'll still be smiling because you guys will be rocking, and I'll be like, take it away, guys. All right, but as far as business, take in the information. You might agree with it, you might not agree, you might have doubts. But what we're trying to do here is just give you the options, and you get to choose what you want to roll with. Maybe you want to talk to someone about owning a dance studio. Maybe not right now, but in 20 years, you got to think about it like, oh, cool. And guess what? We got mad people with experience. So let's just utilize that. And that's what Thanksgiving should be for, you know, to like catch up with friends, but also see where we could move forward and let the rest of the world catch up with us. All right, so I hope that, I'm gonna keep it short and brief, right? But I hope that some of this inspires you guys to at least open communication and see the pros and cons. They might be like, I don't know, this person looks shady, weird, I heard some rumors about that. But if you talk to a person, you might realize that in real life, they're approachable. You know, there's a lot of stuff on social media, and a lot of these up and coming OGs or whatever aren't really hip to that, because they're like, yeah, we worked hard back in the days because we loved it, not for the love, right? Like, not for the likes. We went to practice in Maine, not so we could go, yo, we out here in Maine, yo, I'm a dope b-boy now. Like, that's not how it worked back then, and I want to spread that message to the future. pay dues, right? What does that mean? Pay dues, not just money or whatever, but like, if you know that there's something you don't like to do, but you know it's gonna bring you growth, do it. Workshops sound boring. This stuff I know is boring. I sat through it for years, but look at where we are now, 20 years later, because one dude paid attention, right? Now, imagine that times 60 people and so on, right? So I'll keep it short. If there's anyone else who has a question, whether orphanage related, I can't say I'm the founder by myself because it was people from Worcester that were all involved with Orphanage, and I'm just happy where it is now. It's like all around, right? From Orphanage to Orphanage Crew to Orphanage Movement to the Orphanage Legacy, you know what I'm saying? To Orphanage Family. So I love you guys, thank you guys for all you've done, and I look forward to continuing watching us all grow up. If there's any questions, I'll be here. If there's anyone else who's gonna grab the mic or whatever.
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta
I
say.
was hoping to have Missy and you talk at the same
All right.
time, so.
I got a question.
All right.
I got a question for my boy right here. Because I never asked him this, actually. When was the first time you ever saw breaking, my dude?
The first time I ever saw breaking was when I came to the projects where I started. He knows my history. I started in the hood, like a lot of the typical story, right? Went to the hood, my cousin's house.
We're breaking this history down to
Yeah, we have
science,
to break it down really quick since we have the opportunity.
I just want to, like, I'm just only asking this because sometimes we've hung out with each other for, long enough. We know so much about one another as far as our chapter, as far as our crew goes. And I don't know, these are just questions that sometimes we come up with questions when we're just alone and you're like, damn, how did my boy get into this? Like, I never asked him this. Like, even when we were just hanging out for hours and hours, and that was just something I always wanted to ask you, like, aside of Rec, aside of him coming from Chicago and him, like, these are like old school Top Rock crew origin questions, you know what I'm saying? What was it about Rec that he came down from Chicago, and where did you come in and all that?
Yeah, the story with Rec, this B-boy Rec, he's a homie from Chicago. He came to Worcester, taught a bunch of people who he didn't really know. Does this sound familiar, right? A bunch of people he didn't know just because he liked it. And he was like, yo, these guys, maybe they got some skills. You know, you see these guys do some stuff and it's like, you can't help but to imagine them doing some other crazy stuff, right? So I think he probably had that because he was 18 and we were all like, what, 12, 11, 10. So he was like the adult. He was a pauper. But again, structure goes back to structure and just laying it down. Like, he didn't break, but he showed us what a Top Rock was. He didn't footwork, but he was like, yo, this is a 6-step. One, you know, and like this, and like just by knowing that, and over the years, the information, the knowledge, you give something a name, you remember it, then it's no longer a 6-step, it becomes a style of many, right? So something else to pass. But really quick, before I just go off the rocker and just keep talking, you know, I'll do that all day. I love this stuff. I love you guys.
I can ask questions all day too.
But yeah, so that in short, my family started doing it, right? And then I saw them, I came over just like, yeah. My cousin, Macho, Hector, who's an original member of True Crew. Exclusive, B-Boy exclusive, love you. If you hear me, see me, whatever. I would go to the family's house and they're like, yo, we're doing this thing, it's called breakdance. And it's like, what's that? They were okay, right? I learned the coffee grind, whatever. But then later seeing Beat Street and seeing what real, you know, that's exposure. So bringing exposure to people, it goes back to that, you know. So you guys up in Maine, you guys are doing like the thing. The same way I see Rec came to a random place, taught everyone. Some of us come from different towns and you just spread that knowledge. Boom, boom, boom. Or spread the water or whatever, water the seeds, well, however you want to like make it sound cute, right? You
Real
just
quick,
do what you love.
Can I ask you like what age that was when you first started?
Yeah, I was age 12 when I started breaking, so you guys already ahead.
And so as you came in through hip hop and you know you started to experience hip hop from an early age, what do you feel like fueled you to stay connected to hip hop?
I think consistency. Every day I went to practice, or every day I went to visit my family, you know, because I was staying with my grandmother back in the days, and my grandma would bring me to visit all the family. You know, every day I would go to the hood and go on tour, visit all the aunts, but my cousin Machos is like, yeah, that's what we're gonna get.
Was there ever a specific reason, like, do you remember being like 17, 18 years old and
I think honestly,
thinking like, this is the reason why I break? Like, do you remember
when I saw,
figuring
when
that out?
honestly, when I was watching Beat Street and like the guys like that came in, like someone came in with a tape, like yo, we got this tape, and it was Beat Street, right? So when we were watching and like that the Roxy battle, when Buck Ford just came and did those turtles, there's a little kid in me that just stood up. That was like, this is it. So like from there, sometimes you just see someone do it. Sometimes you see a family member do it. You see it on TV, YouTube, whatever. But it starts from like spreading it. There's like lately I've been hurt and I feel like so like, I don't even, right? But those, I was talking with Melissa a little while earlier and I was like, yo, if I would have quit because of this pain, because I'm too old, there's a whole generation that I feel like.
So exactly. So that's what I mean to ask. Like, how do you feel your purpose has evolved from that 17, 18-year-old kids that were just doing it because it was the cool thing to see on Wild Style, as opposed to like now the current
when I
version of
was
you?
young, when I remember being like that, being like, I can't wait to show the guys in the hood that I practiced and I got this move. I just learned it yesterday and I got it both ways, backwards, in and outs. Show the hood like, yo, I got this. What's next? And also, they ain't wait till they get a load of this new stuff I got too. You know, it's like, so every day, just going out there and like getting the props, I guess, because some days you work hard and like the crowd is like whatever. Or in my case, the crew, your close people, and you don't want to suck, but so you want to go every day and be like, I want to impress them because they're my like social lifeline.
So as a young guy, you felt like it was the way to prove yourself to
It
yourself,
felt
maybe
cool to get props,
to your
like,
friends, to your circle of homies.
to have rec or these older guys be like, not bad, kid, you just learned that yesterday.
So at what age did you feel like that began to shift and it became something else for you, where it was no longer about that and it became something else that started to fuel?
I think when you do so many jams, so much competing, so much entering, battling, losing, winning. I got robbed, I smoked you, this, that, I got rich, I got poor, can I borrow $1? After that, just like it's one-sided, you know what I'm saying? So like, but after it was like, someone gave, yo, you're pretty good. Yo, teach this class real quick. It's $250 real quick. And that's when it was like, wait a minute. It's not just getting this. I could be lucrative and not have to work, because working will take you away from what you love if you see it as work, you know? But if you do something you love, you won't see it as work, like teaching dance. If you love teaching dance and you love children, you know, I think that's very important to take the things, to know yourself. Because if you know you don't like kids that much, you probably shouldn't be teaching, you know? But if you love kids and you only been breaking this long, you don't necessarily have to teach breaking or be a certified whatever. You can just do it because you love it, share it. I don't know how many people I've taught outside of a classroom or just hanging out with people. We just vibe off, and that's the real learning, the connecting with people. Yeah, like close to the room. I feel like I'm talking to all of you guys, even though everyone's sitting there. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Let's go.
So, yeah. So, was there a question?
I know, I just want to say one.
Yeah.
Are we done with that? He's amazing. I'm always glad to stand next to you and listen to you speak about everything. I just want to add in, if you have any orphanage movement, like your bio, your history, or any like pictures, you can send them. They're gonna go to me, basically. It's omovement5678@gmail. Come see me after this. You can post it on the site or Facebook group or whatever, but it will go to me. And I think I just have one question for everyone to think about, because like what I'm hearing is like hip hop teaching it, oh, we gotta spread, but like, I think I wanna hear from everyone here, how do you think that could happen? How do you think I teach everywhere, I own a studio, I run a nonprofit too, we're in the inner city, we're in at-risk Title I schools. So I'm a little bit in it, but there's a ton of red tape. So if you know someone that knows something, how we could reach more children, I would love to hear from you. So that, and anything about orphanage movement, how you started, and I guess where you want to see it going. So that's it. Can I start sharing?
Yeah.
Candy. First, I'm here to speak for my family. Born in Queens. I'm Boricua. So, I'm speaking as a female. I'm speaking from my family from Dynamic Rockers in Brooklyn. It's in my blood. I can't help it. Can't help to talk about it. It's spiritual for me, it's emotional. So I'm gonna keep it as short as I can, but I was on the outside, 12 years old, and my dad and my cousin, A-Rod, from Dynamic Rockers, decided to create a crew in the 80s in Fitchburg called Dynamic Floor Rockers. And I'm a female just standing, hoping somebody was gonna give me an opportunity, and I didn't get that opportunity, but my brother did. So they're looking fresh, right? And I'm like, oh. And I just talked to my dad recently, and I was like, Daddy, you didn't let the female come in. I didn't know that you wanted to come in, and I'm 12, right? So I'm shaking off, you know, it's exciting. So here I am today, 39 years old, right? All the years, salsa, merengue, house, hip hop, house parties. Why? I spent every summer in Brooklyn in the basement with my family, and all they taught me was how to be real with dance. This is not a fake thing, this is real. It's deep inside our body and our soul. For me, I cannot express it anything else but truth. This is truth, right? 39 years old, I needed to heal a wound. I met Lissam. The brother is 22 years old, teaching a 39-year-old how to heal wounds through breaking. That's my coach right there, that's my bro right there, that's my family. I mean, Style Effects Studios, all right, okay. What ended up happening is, because of that, and at that time, I'm also a dance movement therapist. Hands up to dance movement therapists, all right. It's in my soul, it's in my body, I'm a therapist, I'm a dancer, I can't help it, I move all the time. I'm healing with him, I'm doing it, I'm feeling better. I'm now myself, I'm able to express it, right? Okay. Then we got an opportunity to go to the Boys and Girls Club, and we started the Flow 5 movement, okay? Flow 5, 5 elements. We started to teach it at the Boys and Girls Club. We did that for about 8 years. We couldn't help ourselves. We just did it. They paid us, and we brought it. Thank you to Dose, who came, and many other people that we invited to the stage, right? We kept inviting our people to the stage to show what they do. The graffiti artists, the storytellers, Dose, Lissam, B-Milk came and rocked on the ones and twos. Like, this is a family thing. We couldn't help ourselves. Urban Artist Series for a whole year, and here we are, right? Okay. This is real. You cannot make this up. And then it continued. And then Del Fuego said, come and teach us how we do dance with trauma. And then I'm collaborating, and it just keeps going, and I'm with you, and we're in Puerto Rico last year, we're having a long conversation, and I was like, this is therapeutic, I don't know what anybody's saying, and we're like in the heat and sweating, and we're like, yes, this is amazing, somebody else.
Let's not mention that we're on an island.
Exactly. And we're in, exactly. It's like it's in, right? And then 2024, True Crew decided they were gonna allow me to come in, and what did I do? I came in and I just, all right, and then they gave me an opportunity, and I became part of a crew after so many years of trying to be a female, trying to be part of a crew.
Yeah.
Thank you, Orphanage. Thank you, Orphanage. Thank you, Orphanage. And then I met my husband when I was like 40 years old, and my life changed. Music in the house, dance in the house, everything in the house. And now, So we have Movimiento, my husband, myself, and we have Style Effects. And we're gonna make history like everybody else here, in a different way like everybody else here. And we got more things happening. We're gonna put it in writing. We're gonna write about it. We're gonna make it so everybody knows what it really is about. That this is serious. That this is not just something you're just gonna come in and just go, oh, I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is serious. This is culture. This is our language. This is our history. It's inside. We're teaching, we're educating, but this is real. I'm gonna pass the mic right now. If you wanna know anything, you can talk to my husband. You can go to movimiento.org. But I'm gonna pass it to Style Effects right now.
Yeah, let's go.